Hey, welcome to a new video. With an area of over 3.5 million square miles, or 5.5 million square kilometers, the Amazon rainforest stretches across 9 different countries in South America. This region harbors an extraordinary biodiversity and has developed a unique ecosystem over the centuries. Amongst the dense trees and lush vegetation, extinct animals once roamed that evoked both wonder and danger. Today we'll show you the 20 most dangerous extinct animals from the Amazon rainforest. Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Number 20. Dinosaurs in the Amazon rainforest. Imagine looking down from the sky and seeing rows of spines on the back of a massive dinosaur. AMARGASAURUS was a sauropod dinosaur that lived in what is now Argentina during the early Cretaceous period, approximately 130 to 120 million years ago. It was a dinosaur that could reach a length of up to 33 feet or 10 meters and weigh about 3 tons. AMARGASAURUS is known for the row of tall spines running along its neck and back, which may have been used for defense. Its neck was relatively short for a sauropod, and its head was quite small and narrow with teeth that resembled pegs. It likely moved in herds and fed on vegetation, using its long neck to reach high branches and leaves. The tall spines along AMARGASAURUS's neck were likely covered in keratin, a protein that provides structure to horns, antlers, and other similar structures. Fossil remains of this creature have been found in the La Amarga Formation in northern Patagonia. Recent studies have also suggested that this dinosaur may have been semi-aquatic, with adaptations that allowed it to wade in shallow water and even swim. Number 19. Arctotherium was a genus of short-faced bears that lived in Central and South America during the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 2.6 million to 11,000 years ago. Fossil remains have been found throughout Central and South America, including Brazil, Argentina, and Chile. It's one of the largest known bears, with some individuals reaching a height of over 11 feet or 3.35 meters and weighing up to 3,528 pounds. Or 1,600 kilograms. Arctotherium had a short snout and smaller premolars at the front of its mouth, characteristic of animals that primarily eat meat. The bear was likely a dominant predator in its environment, feeding on the large mammals such as llamas, mastodons, and giant armadillos. Arctotherium is believed to have become extinct towards the end of the last ice age, possibly due to climate change or human hunting. It had a powerful bite force, capable of easily crushing the bones of its prey. Some researchers have suggested that Arctotherium may have had a social structure similar to that of modern wolves, hunting in groups. Fossil evidence indicates that Arctotherium may have coexisted and competed with other large predators such as famous saber-toothed cat Megalodon. Number 18. GLYPTODON was a genus of herbivorous glyptodons that lived in what is now North and South America, approximately 11,000 years ago. Their body armor consists of heavy bone segments that had hard bumps or plates and overlapped like roof tiles, forming a turtle-like shell. The shell could reach a diameter of 5 feet or 1.5 meters and served as protection against predators such as giant birds and saber-toothed cats. Despite its invincible armor, GLYPTODON was still vulnerable to threats such as hunting and climate change, which may have led to its ultimate extinction. Unlike a regular turtle, it couldn't retract into its shell. Scientists believe that GLYPTODON was a close relative of modern armadillos, sharing many anatomical features. Fossil remains of this extinct animal have been discovered throughout the North and South America. However, recent studies suggest that GLYPTODON had a flexible, muscular tail that could be used for both defense and communication. Although the creature is often depicted as a solitary being, fossil evidence suggests that they exhibited social behavior, including forming herds for protection against predators. Number 17. If you thought the Nile crocodile was the worst nature could produce, then you haven't met this Amazonian beast. PURUSSAURUS was an extinct genus of giant caimans that lived during the Miocene epoch in what is now South America. It was one of the largest reptiles to exist after the extinction of the dinosaurs, reaching lengths of up to 41 feet or 12.5 meters and weighing up to 8 tons. The immense size of the PURUSSAURUS allowed it to prey on large animals such as early elephants, giant sloths, and even other crocodiles. The creature's teeth were among the largest of known crocodilians, with some measuring up to 1 foot or 30 centimeters long. PURUSSAURUS was considered a semi-aquatic predator, with adaptations such as a flattened body and powerful tail for swimming and hunting in rivers and swamps. Its fossil remains have been discovered throughout South America, including Brazil, Peru, Colombia, and Venezuela. Number 16. Macrauchenia was a herbivorous mammal that lived in South America during the late Miocene epoch, approximately 7 million years ago. It was characterized by its long neck and slender body, which allowed for efficient grazing of tall vegetation. Despite being an ungulate, Macrauchenia's 3 toes suggest it may have been more closely related to modern camels and llamas than to horses and deer. The first fossils of this creature were discovered in the early 20th century, but its unusual anatomy led to much more debate about its evolutionary relationships until genetic evidence was discovered in the early 21st century. It's believed that Macrauchenia lived in open savanna-like habitats, where it likely fell prey to large predators, such as saber-toothed cats and terrestrial birds. This animal became extinct approximately 11,000 years ago, around the time of the last ice age, possibly due to overhunting by early humans or changes in its habitat. Number 15. Thylacycnus was a genus of semi-aquatic ground sloths that lived along the coast of South America during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs, between 15 million and 2 million years ago. It's generally described as a large creature, with some species reaching lengths of up to 13 feet or 4 meters. The largest known species, Thylacycnus natans, is estimated to have weighed up to 1,543 pounds, or 700 kilograms, making it one of the largest sloths to have ever existed. It was adapted to a primarily aquatic lifestyle, with specialized muscles for swimming. This creature also had long claws for digging in the sand, and was likely able to hold its breath for extended periods while diving for food. Fossil evidence suggests it was a herbivore, feeding on seagrass and other aquatic vegetation found along the coasts of present-day Chile and Peru. There's also evidence to suggest that this creature may have coexisted with early human populations in South America, who may have hunted them for food. While the exact cause of their extinction is uncertain, it's believed that the climate change, fluctuations in sea level, and changing ocean currents contributed to the ultimate demise. Number 14. Stupendimus is an extinct genus of freshwater turtles that lived in South America during the Neogene epoch, between 23 and 5 million years ago. It's the largest known freshwater turtle, with a massive shell that can reach up to 8 feet or 2.4 meters in length, and weigh up to 2,646 pounds, or 1,200 kilograms. In addition to its size, Stupendimus had other unique features, including a prominent horn-like structure at the front of its shell, and a narrow skull with large, powerful jaws. Fossils found of this creature indicate that it was a carnivorous predator, with a diet likely consisting of fish, snails, and other turtles. Despite its enormous size, it's surprisingly agile, both on land and in the water. This creature likely inhabited large rivers and swamps, where it had access to an abundant food source. The discovery of their existence has challenged previous assumptions about turtle evolution, suggesting that much larger species were present at earlier times than previously recognized. Can you imagine that? Number 13. While today we have rhinoceroses on Earth that can already grow quite large, can you imagine that there were once super rhinoceroses? Botulistherium is an extinct genus of hornless rhinoceros-like mammals that lived during the Oligocene epoch, between 34 and 23 million years ago. It's one of the largest terrestrial mammals to have ever existed, with adult specimens reaching up to 18 feet or 5.5 meters in length. Despite its enormous size, it was a herbivore. Therefore, it's believed to have been a browser, using its long neck and grasping lips to pluck leaves and branches from tall trees. Its immense size allowed it to reach vegetation high above the ground, where smaller herbivores couldn't access. The exact appearance of this creature is uncertain, as a complete skeleton has never been found, but is presumed to have had a long, slender neck and a relatively small skull. It's believed to have been a solitary animal, exhibiting little to no social behavior. Number 12. Brontornis is an extinct genus of giant birds that lived during the early to middle Miocene, approximately 16 to 12 million years ago. Brontornis is one of the largest birds to have ever existed, standing at 10 feet or 3 meters tall and weighing 1,100 pounds or 500 kilograms. Despite its immense size, the giant bird was unable to fly. Scientists believe, however, that it was a predator, likely hunting other large animals. Some of the fossil specimens of the Brontornis have been found in Argentina, providing important insights into its anatomy and behavior. Analysis of the fossils suggests that the bird had a relatively small brain and relatively simple nervous system. The extinction of this creature and other large flightless birds in South America is thought to be linked to the arrival of humans in the region, who hunted these animals and disrupted the ecosystems they depended on. Number 11. Toxodon is an extinct genus of South American mammals that lived from the late Miocene to the early Holocene, approximately 11 to 2 million years ago. The name Toxodon means arched tooth due to the unique shape of its molars, which had an arch-like appearance. It was a large animal, about the size of a modern-day hippopotamus, with a massive body, short legs, and a long, flexible snout. Despite its hippopotamus-like appearance, Toxodon was not closely related to modern mammals, and belonged to a separate family known as Toxodontidae. Fossil evidence suggests that Toxodon was a herbivore and primarily fed on grass and other types of vegetation. Multiple fossils of Toxodon have been found in South America, providing an important insight into the behavior and evolution of the animal. If there's one thing hippos are known for, it's their unique, unnatural aggression. Toxodon lived just like hippos, so they were just as dangerous as hippos. Number 10. Cynosmelus hodonsini is an extinct species of Megalodon, a subfamily of saber-toothed cats that inhabited North and South America during the late Miocene. The name Cynosmelus refers to the following: xeno, meaning strange, and melus referring to the saber-toothed cat family. Unlike other saber-toothed cats, which had long, slender forelimbs and weak joints, Cynosmelus had shorter, more muscular forelimbs and robust joints. This allowed it to hunt larger prey. It also had enormous serrated canines, similar to a steak knife. These teeth were used to bite through the skin and muscles, enabling the animal to kill prey much larger than itself. The discovery of this creature has shed new light on the evolution and behavior of saber-toothed cats, revealing that they had a greater diversity of ecological roles than previously thought. Cynosmelus, along with other saber-toothed cats, became extinct around 1.5 million years ago. Number 9. Quetzalcoatlus is a genus of pterosaurs that lived during the late Cretaceous, approximately 68-66 million years ago. With a wingspan of up to 40 feet or 12 meters, Quetzalcoatlus is one of the largest flying creatures to have ever existed. The name is derived from the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl and was given to the creature due to its impressive size and mythical reputation. Although this creature was capable of flight, it wasn't a particularly strong flyer, and likely relied more on gliding to move through the air. Studies of fossils have provided insights into the biomechanics of large flying creatures, as well as the adaptations that allowed pterosaurs to fly. This creature was primarily quadrupedal. It was also capable of standing upright on its hind limbs, and may have been able to run short distances. There is some debate among paleontologists as to whether this creature primarily scavenged on dead animals or actively hunted prey. Some researchers suggest that its long beak indicates adaptations for catching and consuming small animals, while others argue that its size and shape would have made it more suited for scavenging. Number 8. Megalania, also known as Varanus priscus, is an extinct species of giant monitor lizard that lived during the Pleistocene, approximately 30,000 years ago. The name Megalania is derived from the Greek words megas, meaning giant, and lania, meaning killer. It was one of the largest lizards that ever existed, with estimates ranging from 16 to 23 feet, or 5 to 7 meters in length, and weighing around 1,100 pounds, or 500 kilograms. Additionally, it was a carnivorous predator that preyed on various large animals, including kangaroos, wallabies, and other reptiles. The teeth of this creature were incredibly sharp and serrated, allowing it to effectively bite and tear through meat. They were also directed inward, which helped to hold struggling prey in its grip. Despite being similar to modern monitor lizards, there are some significant differences between Megalania and its living relatives. For instance, this creature had longer legs in proportion to its body size, likely making it a more efficient runner and more agile on rocky terrains. While it was a formidable predator, it would have faced competition from other large carnivores in its ecosystem. For example, the marsupial lion and the giant short-faced kangaroo were two other species that coexisted with this creature. Number 7. Neochirus is an extinct genus of rodents, closely related to modern-day capybaras. It lived during the Pleistocene, approximately 2.5 million to 12,000 years ago. Fossil remains of the Neochirus depict a relatively large rodent, with some species reaching lengths of up to 6 feet 5 inches, or 2 meters, and weighing over 992 pounds, or 450 kilograms. Like modern capybaras, Neochirus was likely a semi-aquatic animal, living near rivers, lakes, and other bodies of water. It's believed to have been a relatively social animal, living in groups or herds of up to 20 individuals. This may have provided some protection against predators and facilitated resource sharing. A notable feature of Neochirus was its large, curved incisors, which were used for digging and foraging for food. It may have also used these teeth for self-defense against predators. Although it was a fairly large and imposing rodent, it was still vulnerable to predators. Examination of fossil remains have revealed evidence of carnivores such as saber-toothed cats and large bears hunting this creature. Number 6. The dire wolf is an extinct canid that lived during the late Pleistocene era in South America. Although most people associate this wolf with the Ice Age, it actually evolved in the earlier part of the Pleistocene, approximately 1.9 million years ago. The dire wolf was broader and more heavily built than any other modern wolf species and had a much more powerful jaw. They stood about 2.5 feet or 76 centimeters tall at the shoulder and weighed around 200 pounds or 90 kilograms. Their skull could reach a length of up to 1 feet or 30 centimeters and was incredibly robust. Dire wolves were often found in packs and likely hunted larger animals such as bison and horses. They probably used a combination of their powerful jaws and teeth to bring down their prey. Fossils found of the wolf suggest that it roamed across America more than 1 million years ago. It coexisted with many other fascinating animals, such as the saber-toothed tiger and the woolly mammoth. Another interesting fact is that the dire wolf is known for its appearance in popular culture, including the television series Game of Thrones. Number 5. If dinosaurs, crocodiles, and giant bears ruled the land, then the waters of the Amazon region were likely inhabited by the Megalodon. The Megalodon was one of the largest and most powerful predators that had ever existed, with estimates suggesting that it could reach lengths of up to 79 feet or 24 meters and weigh up to 100 tons. Its name means giant tooth, and it lived approximately 23 to 2.6 million years ago. The teeth of the Megalodon were incredibly sharp and serrated, reaching lengths of 7 inches or 18 centimeters. They were used to bite and tear through the flesh of its prey. Megalodon consumed various large marine animals, such as whales, dolphins, and sea turtles. It was a dominant predator in the oceans and had little competition. Despite its immense size and impressive hunting abilities, it's believed that the Megalodon became extinct. However, some experts speculate that the Megalodon survived until much more recent times, and sightings of large unidentified sea creatures could actually be attributed to it. Some even believe that it may still be alive today, considering that only 10% of the ocean has been explored. Number 4. Hyaenodon lived approximately 49 to 16 million years ago, and according to some scientists, it may have existed in various parts of the world, including South America. It was one of the largest carnivorous mammals of its time, reaching lengths of almost 12 feet or 3.6 meters and weighing 2,000 pounds or 900 kilograms. Hyaenodon had long and slender legs, suggesting it was possibly a fast runner and used speed to chase down and capture its prey. Some species of Hyaenodon had long, heavy tails, which suggests they relied on them for balance during the hunt. While it was a formidable predator, some species were omnivorous, and they also fed on fruits, nuts, and plants when prey was scarce. The teeth of this creature were adapted to its hunting style and varied in size and shape depending on the species. Some species had enormous teeth and jaws, or specialized teeth to cut through the skin or bone. It generally fed on various animals, but primarily targeted unusual and bizarre mammals. Despite its name, Hyaenodon was not closely related to modern hyenas and was actually more closely related to bears and seals. Number 3. 2 million years ago, you would have been startled if you had seen a gigantic shadow above the Amazon rainforest created by giant bats. The giant vampire bat would have been 30% larger than the largest bat you could imagine. However, this is an extinct species of vampire bat that lived in Central South America during the Pleistocene era, approximately 2.5 to 11,000 years ago. It had a wingspan of up to 20 inches or 50 centimeters, and a body weight of 132 pounds or 60 kilograms, making it the largest known vampire bat of all time. Like other vampire bats, it primarily fed on the blood of other animals. However, it likely also fed on large mammals such as deer and ground sloths. Despite its reputation as a blood-sucking monster, vampire bats play an important role in many ecosystems by helping to regulate populations of other animals. Fossil remains of this giant bat have been found in several locations in South America, including Brazil and Chile. The fossils suggest that it lived in grassland areas, and possibly used caves or other sheltered spaces as rooting sites during the day. Can you imagine accidentally stumbling upon a colony of these giant bats? Number 2. Everything we learn about this bird make it more terrifying than ever before. Many creatures can generally be described as frightening, but when the official name is terror birds, you know it means business. Forest racos was one of the largest known flightless birds of all time, standing up to 10 feet or 3 meters tall, and weighing up to almost 600 pounds or 270 kilograms. It was a formidable predator and one of the dominant terrestrial predators in South America during its existence. The bird had a massive hooked beak that it used to capture and kill its prey, which included small mammals, reptiles, and other birds. The beak was also used to break open bones and extract marrow. The structure of the terror bird's limbs suggests that it was a fast runner, capable of sprinting at high speeds to quickly catch its prey. Its legs were long and powerful, with large claws, while its arms were short with small functionless wings. The terror bird is believed to have lived in various habitats, including forests and grasslands. Number 1. Titanoboa is an extinct genus of giant snakes that lived in what is now La Guajira in northeastern Colombia. According to scientists, Titanoboa existed during the Middle and Late Paleocene epoch, approximately 60 to 58 million years ago. The species was described based on fossil remains discovered in the Correjon Formation. It's believed that the Titanoboa was the largest snake ever discovered. The snake was as heavy as a car and could reach lengths of up to almost 43 feet, or 13 meters. Even without venom, it would have been a formidable predator, capable of attacking and devouring large animals. The snake had a highly specialized and efficient respiratory system that allowed it to thrive in the high levels of carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere at the time. This also explains why it's so large. The immense size of Titanoboa was likely due to the high levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide, which allowed plants to grow larger and provided ample food sources. Although most scientists argue that Titanoboa must be extinct, giant snakes are still occasionally found in the Amazon rainforest. Which extinct animals would you like to see brought back to life? Let us know in those comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.